Good. Alright, peoples.
What's up? How you doing?
My buddy Ange. I'm Lou. We're gonna do some movie reviews. How that rhymed.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, that's what say. Well, the first one on the list, Face Off. See it? Face Off. It's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Known actors. Everything they did was pretty much golden. Well, almost everything. But this movie especially. This is directed by one of my favorite directors, John Woo. The guy's a genius. Like, if you've ever seen any of his Japanese, or not Japanese, any of his Asian, like, films, shooter films, excellent. He incorporates a lot of that into this film right here. Well, anyway, starts off like, good cop versus a really badass character. I mean, badass. The guy does some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, he's crazy.
Cage's character, Cage's character is pretty, Castor Troy. He's like the ultimate badass. He's almost like a cool badass, but he still does some bad shit.
He's like a... What do they call that?
Like a... I don't want to say...
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero, in a way, because he enjoys what he's doing a little too much. He's no, Snake Plissken, but, still good. But anyway, right, the movie just starts off, he's established that he's, planted this big bomb in some, center, right, and he knows about it. And that's like his insurance. The cops don't know this. Later on in the story, they find out. Well, anyway, shit goes down at an airfield. They find him. He gets unconscious, taken out of the picture. But the whole bomb thing situation starts to arise, and they're like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do? This is the only guy that knows it." So John Travolta's character volunteers for this crazy plastic surgery to take his face off and put it on him.
To go undercover.
Now, he hates this guy with a passion. So now he has to ruin his entire identity just to play along with these, scumbags. And so he pulls it off.
He's not really down with doing the thing.
Not at all.
But he don't have no other choice. I mean, he does, but really, to really get to the shit they want to do, that's what he's got to do.
I know, it's crazy. And then, shit hits the fan. Cage's character wakes up from his freaking little coma, or whatever, and he's fit to be tied. I mean, he is pissed. This guy goes on a freaking rampage, kills everyone that knows about the plastic surgery, and starts to assume, what's the next thing he's going to do? He's going to take freaking John Travolta's face and put boom. So now he becomes, the roles are, reversed, and,
so when you're watching it, you kind of feel like John Travolta's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But really, he's not. That's Nicolas Cage under his skin.
It's freaking crazy, and the tables are turned.
It's a little, sometimes I feel like John Travolta's the bad guy, but don't get that confused. He's not.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind the whole, reversal of the roles. But they play it off good. And, it's tit for tat. Travolta does something, Cage does something to make him upset, and they just go back and forth until this big, huge climax, freaking, guns blazing in the end.
So we highly recommend this movie.
If you like action movies,
here's the cover.
Check it out.
It was, I remember seeing it when I was a kid, and I always loved it. I bought it 10 years later, and I still love it. It's a great, classic action movie.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next.
Here we go.
This one, I seen this on TV. I'm not going to reveal right away. I want to talk about it a little. I seen it on TV. It's just sick. I mean, it's an underground movie. It's not that popular. You could tell it was cheaply made.
Independent,
Yeah. The actor who plays Dahmer, which this is the movie we're talking about, Dahmer. The actor who plays this guy, this serial killer, is great. He does a great job. You notice he's the only actor, pretty much out of all the guys that were in Dahmer, Ed Gein, all those. He really got the furthest in stardom.
Entire serial killer series.
Because he was a great actor.
Yeah, and so, who knew? So many years later, he would come out with this one movie called The Hurt Locker. Boom.
It beat Avatar.
Yeah.
And it's about Dahmer.
Yeah.
We don't really got to tell you what the story is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you watched A&E one night with a biography about this guy, and yeah, he took the cake with the serial killers.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy kept heads in his room. And
the movie, it's well done. It's not. You don't feel like you're watching some corny.
It's not no docudrama. It's like an actual movie with Dahmer in it.
Yeah. And well, I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about it except it's a good movie. And check it out if you're into serial killers and all that shit. And if you, I don't know, I'm interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a killer or nothing. I'm pretty sure he's not.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Yeah.
Dahmer.
Won't be disappointed.
Alright, Lou, what's the next movie?
It's one of my favorites. As a novel, this was good. But the movie, can't beat it. Dracula. Now, Gary Oldman did this role, and I agree with Francis Ford Coppola. It was an excellent director, by the way. He couldn't have played a better part. I mean, to the T. I mean, there's the scenes where, like, he'll go back, and you show, like, you know, Vlad the Impaler, like the original guy. Like, what I like about it, it stays true to the history, and, like, everything in between. Like, it's just flawless. Like, it's a love story, it's horror, it's drama, everything you could want in, like, a vampire tale without that, you know, Eclipse bullshit going on, that Twilight stuff.
Yeah.
No, this is the real deal. This guy is a womanizer. I mean, nothing can touch him. Nothing beats him. He kicks
while
Edward's
we're
ass.
on this Eclipse shit and all, I want to just say, that is fucking gay. They're not... When I was a kid, vampires were scary. They weren't male models. If you want to see vampires nowadays, go watch America's Top Model, and that's a vampire.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, I mean, this is, like, evil. Those are, like, lover boy vampires. If Backstreet Boys were vampires, they would be the Twilight crew.
Pretty much. No bullshit.
And maybe they're probably even tougher than Twilight people.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
I know. So, anyway, and another actor in this, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
A lot of people say he can't act and all, but I kind of like how he acts. He's real mysterious and dark. And recently I read a lot of shit about he's real depressed. His wife died of cancer and shit. His mom died. Like, he had a real shitty life. And I guess his acting shows it.
It reflects a lot of stuff. When you're in a dark place, you tend to project that out. No matter if that's the role you're playing. If you're dark, you're gonna project it out in your acting.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is a great movie. I got it at $5 at Target. They only put classics on the $5 jaunt because they sold so much that they don't need any more fucking money. Because they did so big. Check it out. Cool ass case.
Another one you won't be disappointed. Excellent movie. Alright, here we go. Here's a little treat. A little hidden gem. Like, unless you, like, catch this on, you wouldn't even know. Like,
you would never give this movie a shot.
Chance. Alpha Dog. You're like, oh, come on, you know. I know. Timberlake.
And that gay kid from Into the Wild.
It stands out. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, how could this possibly be good? No. I mean, not only is it based on true events, the way it's played out is just, you know, I mean, this freaking troublemaker gets, like, freaking harassed or whatever, right? So their way of getting back is to kidnapping the troublemaker's brother, right? And things are cool at first, right? I mean, their main goal is just to, I don't even think, like, he wanted to break, you know, like, give him back to his, like, family member. Their main goal was to just, I guess, like, kill this kid. But the other ones had other intentions. You know, it's like one of them argumentative kind of things, right?
Like, I mean, Timberlake's in this. Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. What it's about is this guy does some shit. He fucks the kid from, what's his name, Emil Hirsch from Into the Wild. They fuck him up, and then he wants to get revenge or whatever. So he kidnaps the guy's brother. He kidnaps the crazy guy's brother. I don't know his name. He was in X-Men. He played the angel guy, whatever, the Archangel. So then this guy's all crazy and shit, saying, "Where's my brother?" or whatever. And then it just blows up. And then they feel like they don't have a choice but to kill him. And if they let him go, I think Timberlake wanted to let him go.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't because, I mean, during the time he was a hostage, he might as well have been just an extra member because he was having, I mean...
His life was better as a hostage.
I mean, he was in a pool with 2 girls.
And he lost his virginity thanks to getting kidnapped.
Yeah,
I wish I got kidnapped in this movie.
I mean, the whole bit.
Besides getting, I don't want to ruin it, but something bad happened.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, the end is, you know... Well, you know, after every hostage story, there's always an ending. And sometimes it's not good. So, you know, you draw your own conclusion with that. But as far as, like, everything else, casting, the way it's planned out, I liked it. I think it was pretty good. It's like one of them, you know, under-the-radar movies you wouldn't, you know, hear about. It didn't really get too much airplay, but I liked it, you know. For what it was, you could watch it and get sucked right in.
And another thing I like, it doesn't have the Hollywood ending. It has a bad ending.
Yeah.
I mean...
Non-typical ending here.
There's the guy don't get saved in the end and everything's all dandy. Sorry for ruining the ending.
Yeah, sorry about that. But well, after all, it was a good movie. Yeah.
I mean, the ending will make, if you're a good person, the ending will make you feel bad for the guy and the good guy.
Make you think too.
Yeah. All in all, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. Next movie, all-time classic.
Yeah.
One of my favorite actors.
Mr. Pacino in it.
He's in countless classics, such as Scarface, Dog Day After...
Godfather.
I just said the name of the movie. Godfather,
Yeah.
Carlito's Way, fucking Son of a Woman, one of my favorites.
Cruising, all that.
The movie we're talking about is none other than Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah, the famous line, Attica.
Attica. Pacino's in it. I mean, what more could you say?
Yeah, come on.
It's about, I guess, 4 guys go in to rob a bank, and they're like clumsy. They're really not. They're not really smart bank robbers. Let's say that. So they get to the money. They're saying, "Give me the money." The girl's opening the safe. She tells them that the money has been delivered that morning. You know, they don't keep money.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep money in banks, but
like the money truck's been around. They got their shit,
Yeah.
and they left, and basically they're with with
Stuck.
an empty vault. You know.
So now they're
Too late. Cops showed up. You know. And
yeah, they were going to leave, but then they realized the cops are outside. So what are they going to do? If they were smart, they would have left and said, "We didn't take nothing." They probably would have got like 5 years in jail. But
yeah.
since they did all that shit, it blew it up. So the whole movie's really a hostage movie.
But this time, like the hostages, they start to get like really tight. Like
Yeah.
they build a relationship. You know, the captors, the hostages, and you know, so on and so forth.
Because yeah, these guys ain't really bad.
They're not really bad.
They're just
fun.
robbers.
They're
They
just
want money.
robbers. That's all they want.
Normally in movies, every movie makes a robber look like a killer. That's not what they just make. A lot of times they're robbing because they want money, not because they're gonna kill someone.
And it's usually for a reason.
Yeah, and his reason was to get his girl, his man, a woman.
Yeah, a sex operation.
Operation.
And believe it or not, there's another one based on true events. I know, it's crazy.
But this guy, Al Pacino, in this movie, even though he's robbing a bank and he's not doing anything good in this whole movie, but he's likable.
He is. He's a likable character.
You feel for him.
Like this is the movie where you'll root for the robber instead of the cops.
Definitely. And I think one of my favorite parts is when that fat cop he was in When a Stranger Calls.
Yeah.
When he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!" The cops were coming in and he didn't, because he thought they were gonna fuck the whole operation up. And the fat cop's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I never heard someone say "fuck" and scream like they're gonna have an ulcer in their neck.
Yeah, like a heart attack. The vein popped out.
You know what part I'm talking about?
I know.
He was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck."
It was tense. It was a tense operation. But yeah, played out pretty cool.
All in all, great movie.
Yeah.
All 5 movies are great.
Yeah. So if you're bored, just pop one of these suckers in and just go for a ride. Boom. Have a few brewskis and you're good.
And we're gonna start doing these DVD things. Try to do them maybe like once every other week.
Like a YouTube blog or something.
Yeah. I mean, we're not your traditional.
Yeah.
We're not all like, we talk like friends talk.
Yeah. We ain't that big kid that reviews all like the B movies.
Yeah, he names
you know?
every actor.
Every actor.
He names all the credits and shit.
The director's brother, who's the sister-in-law's this and that. Like we can't. We're not that deep.
Yeah, we talk. We
You
like.
know?
We don't
talk like real people.
And we drink while we watch. Our
Yes,
videos.
I know.
So I mean, whatever. It is what it is. 5 good movies. I'm telling you, they're great.
Check them out.
Check them out. Even Alpha Dog, even though faggot Timberlake's in it, I respect him a little more because he kind of could act kind of good in that movie. He was pretty good. But I love when that dorky guy knocks him on his ass.
Oh yeah.
He didn't know the little kid knew karate. He knew like jitsu or some shit. But that's the video.
That's it. Right.
See you next time. We are Doers.